Hey y'all, welcome back. So I'm Casey.
And I'm Leilani.
And welcome to our show, Let's Talk About It. So our first segment is Boom, when we keep y'all updated with all the current events happening.
So most recently we had a 3-day weekend. It was Easter this weekend, and it was also 420. 420 is a holiday celebrated by marijuana smokers. To all my weed smokers out there, I hope y'all had a good time. On a little serious note, I just find it funny how marijuana use is legal for recreational use and even medical use in some states, but it's not legal nationwide.
Yeah, I can't wait till it gets legal nationwide because, I don't understand what's the holdup with New York, to be honest. Cuomo needs to get it together because he's slacking.
And what's even more frustrating is that black and white people smoke weed at similar rates, but a black person is 4 times as likely to be arrested for smoking weed or possession of weed than a white person. Ain't that something?
Facts. And this is just a way, I feel like, for them to keep black people at the bottom. We get arrested for the littlest amount of things, one of them being weed, and it can alter your whole life. It can affect your eligibility for public housing, student loans, employment, all of that. And it's just another form of modern day slavery, in my opinion. And they just try to find loopholes to do it legally, as they say.
Now, real quick, I just want to say, I miss the OG Barack Obama. No, for real, he actually freed a lot of black people that were in prison for petty charges of marijuana uses, and he was actually the president that exonerated the most cases during his time as a president. So shout out to my man Barack Obama.
That's my president. But let's switch gears and talk about who everyone seems to love, Beyonce.
I don't even like the way you said that. But on our last episode, we discussed Beyonce's documentary, Homecoming. And last week, the Netflix documentary was released and since has attracted a lot of attention. Apparently, it's been reported that The Weeknd earned more money than Ariana Grande and Beyonce when he headlined Coachella. What are your comments on that, Casey?
I feel like my whole thing is, if she was the first black woman to headline Coachella, why is she not paid for that historic achievement? But in my opinion, I feel like The Weeknd is a man, so I feel like, of course, they're going to throw him the most money, which I don't agree with because I don't remember the last weekend hit that he has made recently. And I do feel like, although Beyonce is overhyped, she is a good performer, and she put in more work than The Weeknd at Coachella, so I don't know why she only paid $3-4 million and he was paid $8 million.
And also, people forget that Beyonce sold her documentary to Netflix and has since earned $60 million. So she's good either way. She's making her coins. See, I don't need to worry about The Weeknd making more money.
To be honest, he need them coins. He ain't doing. Now let me stop. But
wow.
I do feel like Ariana should have got paid some more too, because she's been on a roll this last year. She has been
with her album.
Yeah, she has been making some moves. So I do feel like she should have got paid more, but I guess if y'all want to talk about Beyonce getting paid more, even though she hasn't made a hit in whenever. But
she's Beyonce.
I know. It doesn't make any sense. Let's change gears again, and let's talk about Nipsey Hussle. The last time we discussed the death of Nipsey Hussle, Fox News spokesperson Laura Ingraham made some offensive remarks following the death of the beloved rapper, and she is now facing backlash from many people. Here's the video.
Yesterday in L.A., thousands lined the streets to say goodbye to rapper Nipsey Hussle. Now, this dear artist recently released a song called FDT. F Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. Yeah, Donald Trump. Yeah, Donald Trump. Yeah, Donald Trump. Yeah, Donald Trump.
1 minute. Okay, now that's a very creative refrain.
Very catchy.
Very catchy.
Irving Berlin, look out.
Is it? It all began and ended with Irving Berlin for you, didn't it?
Yeah.
So the refrain, the chorus, it goes on and on. Is that related to the lowest unemployment ever, basically, for African Americans?
That video, every time I see that video, it gets me so mad. But in response to some critics, including The Game, Snoop Dogg, and T.I., they are now calling for a boycott. The Game said Fox News should fire the host or lose millions of viewers. He wrote on his Instagram, "We are no longer laying quiet while you continuously disrespect our brother, culture as of African Americans as a whole." I will use my platform to call on my peers to do the same. Nip's passing nor his legacy will be taken lightly, as there will be consequences for any disrespect now or in the future as long as I have a voice.
I definitely agree with the game. The entire video was inaccurate, offensive, and that's not even Nipsey Hussle's song. That's YG's song. And, you know, for her to just bring into, you know, African-American unemployment rate, like, it just felt like a racist remark against African-Americans and just was insulting.
To be honest, and it's so sad because I don't even feel like she realizes that she just comes off racist. Like, she sarcastically refers to Nip as, like, the dear artist. Like, she said it, like, in a joking, sarcastic way. And this isn't the first time that she disrespects the black community. When LeBron James came out to speak against Donald Trump, she had to put her 2 cents in again and told him to shut up and just dribble a ball, as if, like, black people cannot have a voice or speak intellectually about their president, because that's not our president.
Well, but I hope Fox recognizes that they need to either, you know, have a conversation with Laura Ingraham or replace her.
No, they need to go. She needs to go and not have a job or a platform to even spread those hateful things. But another thing that happened last week was ghebro was arrested for battery charge for assaulting the mother of his child, Ari. It has been reported that he has assaulted her during an argument and then left the location with their son, Yosan. Ari since posted on Instagram revealing the details of what happened. Like, go ahead, take it away.
Ari said, "He kicked my door down to get in my house because I wouldn't let him in, beat the F out of me in front of my son, then took my son outside to his friends, had them drive off with my son, hid all my knives in my house, broke my phone and locked me inside and beat the F out of me again, choked me, punched me in my face and all over my body, dragged me outside on the concrete by my hair after his friends drove off with my son, took me in the house and continued beating me. He wrecked my whole house, broke all types of stuff. I have a black eye, my body scraped up from being dragged outside, bruises and cuts all over my body. Please don't speak on no old relationship play fights, because this ain't that."
All right. Now, let's get to the real tea, sis. Like, what happened before he just banged in your door? You know what I'm saying? Like, before he just kicked down your door and started beating the crap out of you, what made it escalate to that point? Because she's leaving a whole bunch of details out and just not trying to kind of justify domestic violence, but she's leaving a whole lot of holes out. And I know for a fact he didn't just come through and just started beating on you for no apparent reason. Like, what did you do for him to be provoked in that way? You know?
I agree. There's a lot of loopholes. It's just not adding up. Again, not saying that it's okay, but, you know, where are those missing pieces of the story?
Yep. And then after he got posted bail, he went on IG Live and started talking about how he came because, like, she had his jewelry and things like that, and, like, he never called the police on her before out of respect because she's the mother's child. But I just feel like that's a whole bunch of BS because y'all been broken up for dumb long. Why all of a sudden now you want the interest of having your jewelry back? Like, what's the joke? Like, really? No, it's not it. We need to find out what's the tea. I want to know how Tiana's feeling, ghebro's new girl. I need to know Ari's boyfriend's thoughts. Like, I need to know some more because this is not enough, you know, so.
Yeah. In other news, Kim Kardashian is studying to be a lawyer.
Yes, so Kim Kardashian announced that recently she is completing a 4-year apprenticeship with the San Francisco law firm so that she could take the California bar exam in 2020. Kardashian played a key role, 2022. Kardashian played a key role in the June 2018 release of Alice Marie Johnson, a 63-year-old woman who served 21 years of a life sentence for a nonviolent drug charge. It was during this time that Kardashian began to feel like she needed to learn more about law and be a better advocate for nonviolent offenders and help out in efforts to reform the criminal justice system.
Since announcing that she's studying to become a lawyer, Kim Kardashian has met a lot of opposition and criticism. Many people argue that Kim Kardashian's ability to so easily become a lawyer is due to her privilege. And while that is true, it does not invalidate her reasons for wanting to become a lawyer and to be an advocate for those in need of legal support. Kim Kardashian has done a lot of things that I'm sure, you know, we've all disagreed with. But for the first time, she's actually putting her fame to good use, and she shouldn't be criticized for that.
It's like I'm like in the middle because, like, I agree with her bettering or like using her fame for good use and helping out to reform to make the criminal justice system better. I just feel like she did cut corners because she has the privilege of cutting the corners. She doesn't have to go to school to do it. She just literally hires a person, kind of like a tutor, and just teaches her how to ace the bar exam.
She still has to take the exam, though, and if she doesn't pass it, then she can't be a lawyer.
But in order... In real world, in order to even do the bar exam, you have to go to school for that.
Absolutely.
That's why they're kind of saying like she's kind of privileged because you're not putting in.
Not kind of, she is.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, she is 100% privileged because it's so many people that's in debt from doing student loans with law school and putting in the hours, the time. Like it's so much time to become a lawyer, and she's cutting it with like 2 years, 3 years. Like, come on. But when we come back, we'll have some guests for y'all, and we're going to play a little classic game. So stay tuned, y'all. Some guests that we want to introduce with y'all today to play our game. So would y'all like to introduce yourselves?
I'm Rebecca.
I'm Ayana.
I'm Kara.
All right.
All right. So we are going to play a game of Would You Rather. For those that are unfamiliar with the game, we are going to ask a series of questions, and our guests are going to choose which one they rather do.
Word. All right. So we're gonna get right into it. So we could go down the line. So I'll start with Kara and end with Rebecca. Would you rather walk the walk of shame from your dorm, didn't realize that you're locked out, or walk from the communal shower and didn't realize that you're locked out?
I honestly did both, so I really don't know which one is the worst. I'd rather walk from the shower because that's not
Because it's right there instead of walking.
It's not that far. But you got to get that lockout key.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
See how I'll be looking on the walk of shame. I'd rather that any day. So yeah.
Nayana?
Same. Because it's right there. I just gotta knock on my RA's door or go right downstairs.
In a towel, though.
So,
Right.
only my legs are showing. It's fine.
Rebecca?
I'd rather do the walk of shame. You know, held it high and proud, like whatever. So I'd just rather do that.
All right.
I like that. All right, I got another question for y'all. Would you rather study abroad and have the best time of your life but have to graduate a year later without your friends, or graduate extra early with less debt but always wonder what you missed?
That's a good one.
That's the dilemma I'm really having right now. I think I'd rather study abroad because like that's the opportunity you don't want to miss. You know, like you don't know if that's gonna come again. So.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely the first option because like nobody's in a rush. Life is gonna always be there, and then hopefully.
Yeah, I was
and then on top of that, like my friends are currently graduating without me, so regardless, it's fine.
Wow.
Yeah,
Attacked.
I would rather do the travel abroad. Like it's an opportunity that not many people get in their life. So like just to learn overseas, I think is a great opportunity to take, and I don't think you should miss it.
Yes, yes, yes. Next question. Would you rather have a fire alarm go off while you're in the shower and it's the winter, or be set-sound by your roommate when you have a big paper to write? And by set-sound, I mean like kicked out while they're doing the business, but you have the paper to write and you want to be in your room.
I'd rather be like kicked out while I need to write a paper. Yo, that's like my worst fear of fire drill. Like, goodness, I live in Seneca too. So
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, it's same.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see the paper somewhere else.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
All right.
Those fire alarms are
The worst.
Would y'all rather be busted for drinking or smoking and have a letter sent home to your parents, or show your parents your browser history when you were supposed to be studying?
I know some of y'all
Okay.
browser history looking
browser
sketchy.
history.
I know it's looking sketchy.
This one right here.
Okay, wait, the browser history in general or only in that period of time you were supposed to be studying?
In general.
And
Why you
while
got-
you were supposed to be studying,
Okay, then, okay. So
All
then
right.
thank
You wanna
for
read
your
it
it
browser
was,
history.
would you rather like get busted for drinking or smoking and have a letter sent home to your parents, or would you rather have your parents see your browser history when you were supposed to be studying?
I'd rather just.
Browser history.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
really
you know
like
what?
so.
Well,
I'm engaged.
y'all know about private? Do y'all know about private?
Yeah.
Does that count? Like, Can they go on a private?
No, because it doesn't say
No.
it. It doesn't
Yeah,
say it.
yeah,
So you
yeah.
good, girl? Exactly. I'm good.
All right, last
one.
question. Would you rather have all your drinks you drank in college stacked up in a pyramid in front of you and you have to drink it all? Or have all the food you ate in college stacked up in a pyramid in front of you and eat it all?
Food, because alcohol could kill you.
That is a wise.
That is a wise answer.
What kind of food though?
Yeah.
My irresponsible
Yeah, I'm
self was
saying.
like, bring the drinks on.
Yeah, because I'm like, the food.
All of them.
That's a lot.
I'm
That's
already
a lot
this
of
close
food and
to high sugar,
alcohol.
so
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's a little, I don't know. They both kind of,
Well, alcohol
they
turns
rocky.
into sugar, so either way.
Exactly.
You're right.
Oh.
It does?
yeah, it's very fatty. It's
It's
a
very
lot of
fatty.
calories.
Yeah, you
Well,
could be
I'm out here
I
wilding.
Ever heard of a beer belly?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
ate a lot of carrots, you know.
All right, y'all. I think that wraps up our game. Thank you guys for
Alright.
being on the show.
Yes.
you.
Say bye to y'all, to the peoples. And we'll be right back with our advice column, and they might even be sticking around. So we'll see. They come back.
So we're going to get into our next segment. So today's segment, or this particular one, is a friendship segment. So we're going to ask our panelists a couple of questions on their perspectives on different things pertaining to friendships.
Yes. So, first question. Let's see how loyal y'all are as friends. So, this is a scenario question. I can't stand my friend's boyfriend / spouse. How do I tell my friend this?
Wow. Well, it depends on why you can't stand them. Like, if you can't stand them for how they're treating your friend, then that's different. But if your personality conflicts with theirs, then that's your own issue. Like, you don't have to be around them, you know what I mean?
Word.
You probably should keep it to yourself. It has nothing to do with your friend, you know?
Word. I
I'm
like
gonna
that.
add to that. Like, what if the friend always wants to have her man around or her spouse
Oh.
around?
And you see, that's
'Cause
the
you-
problem
that happens.
too. Yeah.
Yep, that does happen.
College campuses, you share a room.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just feel like if that's the case, you guys have to come to an agreement. Like, you share 50% of that room, so 50% of what's in there is yours, including that person. So I don't know. You just have to like really work that out. If y'all not good friends and y'all can't communicate, then that's why it's not gonna work.
To be honest.
Honestly.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like it's unnecessary to make your friend feel like they have to choose between you and their man, unless it is affecting them or like they're bringing them around, like situations like that.
Yeah, because like at the end of the day, like if you guys are really good friends, like you want your friend to be happy no matter what. So it's just like you're gonna support them, but if something like goes wrong, you're gonna voice your opinion.
Yes. I agree. Actually, I hit the nail on the head with everything. I don't got nothing to say, to be honest.
All right. How do you handle being roommates with your friends and balancing that relationship? This is funny because Nyana is my roommate. Yeah, hot seat, OD. OD. That's actually what I had to learn coming into college, because I had to learn that your roommate does not have to be your best friend.
Yeah.
And as long as you guys can agree to like disagree sometimes, because I think you're gonna have problems with anybody you live with. Yeah. Like I have problems with my siblings all the time, and I love them, So, I don't know. That's hard. I'm still learning that.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie.
I think the most important thing is setting boundaries, because even if you are really close to somebody, sometimes that makes it harder, because then like approaching situations might be a little bit more difficult, or like they may not take you as seriously because you are close. So there's actually more problems when you are close to the person before you move in, I feel like.
That's true, because when I have randoms, I have these problems.
I have this problem.
Calling Nyana out.
You? Same?
Yeah, pretty much the same. I mean, I was in that situation in the past. Ha ha ha. But
The shade.
I'm just gonna keep it quiet over here. So.
All right. How do you tell your friends something embarrassing about themselves without offending them? So an example would be like your breath stinks, or like you just anything. You know what I'm saying? How would you tell them that?
That's so hard. I feel like either way that's gonna create like conflict.
Yes.
People be insecure and people be sensitive. I'll be sensitive. I'm them people.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's any right way.
In private.
So you would tell them. So you would tell them like, yo, you ain't really washed today. I mean,
it's got to, but like how do you say that?
I know it's so hard.
I don't know.
Maybe low key be like, oh, yo, you want a gum? Or like, yo, you tried this new wash today? Like, I just tried it and it's the bomb. Like, you should try it.
If it's something they can't fix in the moment and we're in public, I'm gonna just wait so you don't feel embarrassed the whole day. And then when we get home, like, sis, next time, make sure your lace is not flying around. You know what I mean? Like,
that's a good one, because a lot of people's laces be out
flying
of here.
around.
Flying around.
I mean, with me and my friends, I'd rather them be blunt and like pull me aside and be like, "You're resting," and be like, "Oh, word," like, okay.
With some people, you could. With some friends, you could say, you know. I could be able to tell her that, you know. Yeah, I feel like it depends on the friend.
Yeah, I feel like it also
to be
depends
honest.
on who it is.
All right. Is it a good idea to borrow money from a friend?
It depends on the amount.
Yeah.
Like, if you need anything, of course, like, I got you if I have it. But I think it depends on how many times that friend tries that. Like, they start to get comfortable and think you're just going to give it to them. And then you're like, wait, hold up.
Like, is this my money? Or
Yeah,
like, is
add
this
on-
ours?
Let me add on to that question and be like, what if they taking too long to pay you back? Do you approach it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Because sometimes it's
I'd be
hard.
blacking.
You know?
I'd be blacking. If you're my friend, I'd be like, yo, like,
Give me my money.
funny, like, you have not paid me back. Like, I'm broke too.
Like, you out here.
I think it's unfair that you even have to remind someone that they
Yeah,
owe
that's
you
what I'm
money.
saying,
That
like,
pisses me
Be
off.
considerate.
They're well
Just-
aware of what they're what they're doing. So.
Yeah.
Real quick, we got to get this last question in.
The last question is it okay not to speak to your friends every single day? Like, is it okay to give them
Well,
space?
of
I
course.
think so, yeah.
Yes.
I have a lot of friends like that.
You do? So, okay, so, like, how much is enough space? Like, do you feel like if they're going through something, do you, like, just leave them alone? Or
that
like,
kind of situation, that's different. If they're going through something, I feel like 9 times out of 10, when people say they want space, they don't really want space. Like, they're gonna
I'm
still be
one of them
thinking like,
people.
damn, nobody's gonna check on me. Like, so I feel like still check
AF.
in, but just have that boundary.
Even
like,
if it's just like a,
Yeah.
hey, like, how you doing? Because
Yeah.
like, I have friends back home that I don't talk to for months, but like, when we get like back together, it's like we never left.
And, like, nothing's
Exactly.
ever changed.
and that's how you know the friendship is real.
Exactly.
because
you just have
you
that
don't speak every
understanding
day.
with some people. Like, I'll speak to you when I'm missing you right now. So
To be
Yeah.
honest. All right, well, that was our little advice segment. I hope y'all all took away something from that. And these people seem like they're good friends, so I'm happy to have them. So we'll be right back with our final thoughts. Later. Well, later, y'all. Hey, y'all. Welcome back. So this is unfortunately our last show for this season because I'm graduating. And I just want to say it was great. It was really great. I wish I would have done this show way sooner because it would have been dope for my whole, 2 years being here. But I'm going to miss it. And I love that I closed it out with my big and my new co-host, Leilani. You want to have any final thoughts about this?
Yeah, this was just a great opportunity. I learned a lot from this experience, and, I won't forget it. It was very pleasant.
Yeah. I'm hoping to keep it going on my YouTube channel, so please check it out because I'm going to keep trying to keep this going.
What's your YouTube channel? Let them know.
You're so... Look at you!
Casey Marie, as a matter of fact.
Casey Marie, check that out because it's definitely going to be more content in the summer and things like that. But for now, it's been real. I'm happy that y'all been watching and supporting us. And we out.
Thank
Later.
y'all. Bye.